Hey everybody, it's Courtney. So today I'm going to do something a little different and I'm going to give you an apartment tour of my apartment here in Barbados. And I'm going to give you some tips on how I found this apartment and how much it costs and things like that. A disclaimer is my apartment was a little messy. I'm just realizing it. So bear with me. I was living there, but let's just get started. How I found this apartment. I found this apartment through a Facebook group. As I said in my previous videos, if you're moving out of the country, you should probably join some Facebook groups, whether you're going to stay there long term or short term, or just go somewhere and stay there for a couple of months. So everybody was so nice in the group, they referred me to an official realtor. And I gave her my price range, I gave her the areas I was thinking about staying in, and of course, what I was looking for in an apartment, and she went to look for an apartment for me. So she actually didn't find anything for me because I was just getting closer to my flight date and I just needed to secure something. So she actually let me rent out her personal apartment. So this is her personal apartment that she rents out to vacationers and visitors. So she allowed me to stay in here for the first month I was here in Barbados. The rental process was very easy. There is no credit check. I have not had my credit check one time since I've been in Barbados, and that is like a huge, it's just like a huge difference from the United States. So there was no credit check and you basically pay everything in advance. So I paid 2,200 Barbados dollars for this for 1 month of full rent, and that's only 1,100 US dollars. The next month I paid like a prorated rate of like $700. That was about 300 US dollars. And then I paid a deposit, which was 2,200 Barbados dollars, which was 1,100 US dollars. But I'm saying all that to say, by the time I got here and got into the apartment, everything was already paid for. So once again, the rental process was easy. I suggest that you join some Facebook groups of people that are moving here and already live here, and find somebody that will help you that already knows the island, that of course is probably already a realtor or somebody who like invests properties and rents it out to vacationers or renters. So the average cost, I would say, of an apartment here is going to depend on a couple things. It's going to depend on the location of where you want to stay on the island, how close it is to the beach, any amenities or upgrades the apartment may have, and of course, it's going to depend on how much electricity you should use. I think that the average cost for expenses here, as far as like me moving here as a single woman, I was looking to stay between 900 and 1,500 US dollars. So that was the range I was looking in. But living here so far, my electric bill has been between $100 and $200, and I'm quoting US dollars. And then my Wi-Fi bill is about 75 US dollars. So if you want to calculate that in Barbados dollars, just multiply everything by 2. Now I'm done with the apartment tour, but I'm not done giving you some info. So just enjoy these videos of beautiful Barbados. So when you come to look for an apartment, or if you have someone here looking for an apartment, or when you look online, always ask what's included as far as electric, water, Wi-Fi, just so you can narrow down your budget even more. And another thing is, if you feel like you don't want to pay everything in advance, which is fair, because you can kind of be skeptical, you can always negotiate. So if you feel like you want to pay for maybe 1 month's rent or maybe just a deposit, I think that most landlords will be open to people doing that, because I did pay my deposit before I got here, but she let me pay the rent and the second month's rent when I was actually here on the island. So people are super generous. The last thing I want to talk about is safety. How did I know my apartment was safe and the area I was living in was going to be safe? And the main thing I'm going to say to that point is that I just did my research, and also having a realtor who was native to Barbados really helped me feel safe, that I was moving into a safe area. So I would suggest, one, that you do some research on Google Maps, where you can pull up the little Google view and just navigate around the area you think about living in, and then getting familiar with asking other people from Facebook groups or other social networks that already live here what areas are safe. And the main thing is that when you find people who are renting out their property and realtors, they are actually putting an investment into that property. So I just don't believe that all of them will be leading you to an unsafe area. So this concludes the end of my video. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I will catch up with you guys next time.